Grizzly beer reviews. So today I have a pretty cool beer that just made its way to me, and it is the Hebrew Funky Jubilation. And it is 6 different beers of theirs, aged for different amounts of times, and 73% of them were aged in rye whiskey barrels and 27% aged in bourbon barrels. So that sounds pretty incredible to me. It's a mix of their Jubilation 15, which is a barley wine, their Vintage Jubilation, their Rye IPA, Origin, their 2011 Reunion Ale, and their Messiah. So it sounds like it's going to be really interesting. It's pretty limited release too. Not a whole lot came out with this one. Man, it's got pretty intense smells already. Alright, I'm only pouring a little bit. As you can see, I'm in a new location. I just moved to a new city, moved in with some of my friends. This is their house, and now all the beers that I drink I gotta share with them. So I just gotta pour myself a little bit so I can split it between the rest of us. But it's a 9.8% beer, so it's a big beer. And it's just a very, very dark brown with some like light orange ruby tones on the bottom. Nice thick dark brown head, almost like a stout head. Looks really good and creamy. Alright, smell. Just huge fruits. Big plum and fig. Sweet caramel. That smells really, really good. I'm not really getting a whole lot of the... There's a little bit of a whiskey smell in there, but I'm not getting a whole lot of the barrel. Let's see how it tastes. Man, that's crazy tasting. That's really good. Really, really sweet. To me, it's like a really, really big English-style barley wine or a really big old ale. Really big, sweet caramel and toffee, syrupy, and just really, really big ripe fruits. Big plum and fig and like raisins, rum-soaked raisins kind of flavors. But yeah, I'm not getting a whole lot. There's maybe like some oakiness coming through, but there's not a whole lot of like the bourbon or rye whiskey. There is kind of a spicy ryeness to it because there's a rye IPA in the rye whiskey barrels, but I'm not getting a whole lot of whiskey or bourbon in this. But I did just pull it out of the refrigerator, so it made a little time to warm up. But there is just a really nice thickness, really nice depth to this. It's quite complex. Just a really round flavor to it. Just really round mouthfeel, thick, and it just coats your tongue. It's not. I wouldn't say. I'd say it's on the edge of being too sweet, but it's not too sweet. It's really, really good. Like it's almost like when you're drinking it, it's like, okay, it's about to be just too much to handle, but then it calms down. It's pretty mellow. It's smooth. There's a little tiny bit of an alcohol burn right there at the back of your tongue after everything's kind of got faded away. But it's really nice. But yeah, only thing is I wish that there was a bigger oaky and bourbony flavor to this. I'll read to you what the bottle says. It says the Jubilation 15 was aged for 3 months, the Vintage Jubilation was aged for 9 months, the Rye IPA was aged for 1 month, Origin was aged for 14 months, Reunion was aged for 7, and Messiah was aged for 14. So, it's pretty cool. Lots of different beers, some of them aged a long time, some of them aged short, some in whiskey, some in bourbon. It's really interesting. I like the beer a lot. I think it's really, really good. I'd probably give this a B+. I think this is a B+ beer all the way. To me, it's just a really super solid, big, old ale, English-style barley wine. Lots of fruits, lots of caramel, lots of sweet. Really, really good stuff. So that's the Funky Jubilation from Hebrew Brewing. Big 9.8% barrel-aged blend of ales. But yeah, thanks for watching Grizzly Beer Reviews. Come back for another episode. This has been a great beer.